Theo Hernandez, who is there to slide. Did you see that last game against Portugal? That last minute sliding tackle from Theo Hernandez saved France lives. They saved them in time. No. Go for. Let's go back a bit now, because I want you people to live with the hype that you people want to give this guy a very big name, and in the future you will see that what I am saying is somewhat true. I'm not saying he's not a good defender. He's a good defender. Give him his credit for being a good defender. But the way people are putting him up there with the likes of Vidic, the likes of Van Dijk,
nobody's comparing now.
Now, for him, because the way you present, you said it on this show now that last Liverpool defenders no reach, which means you're comparing him to that he's better than Van Dijk. Never.
When Van Dijk was in 2 years, what did he achieve?
Man, look at him play for Southampton. He was a rose.
Oh, he
was a pillar, man.
Oh, when they were fighting for their lives.
They were not fighting for their lives. When he was at Liverpool, when he was at Southampton before moving to Liverpool, he was the best defender in the Premier League.
The fact that you can't just give this one his flowers without going through all your rigmaroles is crazy for me, if you ask me.
I just said he's a good defender, no doubt about that. But he's not the top class defender that we say he is.
We didn't ask you if he was. We said
look at his
performances.
Let's talk about Spain. Spain has their right back is got a red card, so he's not playing. They have an injury problem that Pedri is not playing. So who do you think that will fit in that right back? Carvajal is not going to play because he took one for the team when the attack was going for Germany. He tried to take that yellow card because he needs to play in this semi-final, but he's not playing. So who do you think that will fit in that, John? Who do you think will fit in that right back for Spain?
There are a couple of players who can fit in that right back. Not really sure which one will be more native in that right back role. Also looking at the side, if you look at the possible lineup for today, we have a certain Jesus Navas in that position. Don't know if that's his natural position, but the main thing is
he's been playing that position for a very maybe about 2-3 years
6 years now. All the places he has gone to right back, even from Man City.
Yeah, they played a little bit before he moved back to Sevilla. Then he played for a winger.
It's a proper right back, because I don't see who is going to display.
What
is a proper right back.
I disagree.
He was a winger.
I disagree. Yes.
Now look at it. You start your career at a young age as a winger. The coach moves you down the flanks as a right back. So you're telling me now that because Saka played well at the last match as left wing forward, does it mean that's his natural position?
No, he started his career as a winger.
And you start your career at 20 years as a winger, and the coach sees that, oh boy, your future not for that wing.
I think he started playing right back when he was probably 30 plus.
No, the first Europa League he won with Sevilla was a right back. There was an Ocampos and Suso in front of him. So he's been playing as a right wing forward. So right wing back.
He's a capable player to fill in that position. Now this Spain team, and they are one of the best attacking teams. But they play one of the most beautiful football in this whole tournament. Them and Germany, unfortunately, Germany are out. But now, do you think that they have all it takes to beat France to go to the final? I know you like Spain very well. That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, 1,000 times yes. They have what it takes. For me, if you ask me, that's why I said that with the real Kylian Mbappe, please stand up, because other than that, the side are going on. They are flying. In fact, let's book the tickets right now before 8 p.m. when their flight takes off.
Oh, wow.
Because this side is going to knock France out of the competition without thinking about it. They have the quality. And I know that a lot of people, let's put sentiment aside. You love the France national side. You love Kylian Mbappe. You are supporting Mbappe at Real Madrid. The Galacticos fans are going to be in the DMs very soon, saying a lot of things about the fact that I'm saying Spain is going to knock France out. But come 8 p.m., it's going to be clear for everybody to see that this Spanish side have what it takes to knock France out. The only X factor being a certain Kylian Mbappe. Can Kylian Mbappe, the real Kylian Mbappe, please stand up?
See, like Deschamps has been experimenting with tactics all this game, and we are not criticizing him enough as we are criticizing or killing the other man from the other side of town, Gareth Southgate. When Gareth Southgate experiments with tactics,
I think because you won the World Cup, so
yes, maybe that. But now, look at Deschamps in this competition, playing too defensively, and we're not criticizing him because we have a lot of attacking threats in the French side, and they're not being utilized properly. Now, if it were England, they'll criticize. Well, let's look at this game now. This game, I'm saying we're seeing a different mix in the atmosphere of the game, because you would definitely be sure and be certain that something is going to happen in this game. Maybe Dembele will come back into the mix. Maybe, and he knows how to score against the Spanish side. Maybe Kingsley Coman might start and they might hit on the break and definitely get a goal. But I believe this game is going to have all the experience it needs. Maybe a Kamavinga, Kante, or perhaps a Rabiot, Kante, and
why is Coman not starting? Or why is Coman not playing?
Man, if you look at the performance of the season, he had many injury cases that people didn't really look into because he had like 8 different injury cases and he didn't play much for the Bundesliga side. Talking about Bayern Munich this season, and we look at that as a factor that he might not be starting for the French side. On the other hand, his closest rival is one of the best player in the French league this season. Not perhaps arguably the best player in the French league this season, scoring 2 goals against his former side Barcelona to take PSG to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, and he has been fantastic for PSG so far this season. He's not recorded. This is the first time I'm seeing Dembele go a full season without recording an injury.
Exactly.
And I'm saying, why would he now?
This is like Barcelona.
Since he left Barcelona, he's never recorded an injury. Maybe once, but this season was the first time he played a full season without recording any injury case. Maybe illness at some point, but not injured. But this is now you asked me who is going to be a perfect fit for the French side. Is it someone that would play on the break, that has space, or someone that could hold on to the ball and know when to dribble and know when to let the ball go?
I think he holds the ball too much when he plays.
That's it.
So let's look at what happened today, because I don't know if it is Spanish team, but I am going to support this Spanish team because for me, this French team has played boring football. They have played a whole lot of boring football. Okay, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. We are live on YouTube now. You can join us, drop your comments. We will be reading all your comments in live here in the studio at Volt FM Sports. That is our handle on YouTube. We are live now. We are streaming live now. I will ask the question on Facebook. Our Facebook handle is at Volt 1043 FM. We ask for you to drop your prediction for today's game. Spain versus France. Who wins? Drop your prediction. We are going to be reading all your comments here live in the studio, and we're going to open the phone lines for you to call us in and tell us your prediction. Tell us what you think will happen in today's game. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. 0706 048 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your own prediction. Okay, guys, let's get your prediction, your straight prediction now, John. Tell us your score line. You know, you are the one that is seeing vision in this whole tournament. Most of your prediction are working.
He's lost 2 already.
Yes, most of his prediction are working. Tell us your score line.
It's just bad blood, and I'm still sipping your tears.
No, not really. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you've prophesied.
You're already talking, so how about you give us your prediction?
No, John, give us your
no
prediction.
clue, man.
Give us your own prediction. Just your own prediction.
Straight win.
What's the score line, John?
2-0.
2-0 for Spain.
You know that guy that they call Owen Goal? Owen Goal.
Okay.
Owen Goal.
No,
Owen Goal get goal today now. Owen Goal will score. Owen Goal will score definitely.
Please just go
Give us your
That's what I'm saying. 1-0 now. Owen Goal.
Who's Owen Goal?
Owen Goal now. He will score today for France. That guy. Owen Goal.
France will win.
By own goal. Own goal from maybe one of the two. Owen Goal.
Own goals have been just the top scorer in this tournament.
So Owen Goal is scoring today.
I think generally this tournament have been poor. I don't know why. Generally the play. I think people are not saying it's because they brought in a whole lot of statistics. Everybody is trying to say who runs more, who passes the more. Then it was who defends more, who tackles more, who dribbles more,
but then if you ask me, who looks at those statistics and who are the people who are glorifying statistics? Because at the end of the day,
okay, we have a first call. Our first caller. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to this. So to the show. What's your name and location? Ibrahim. Where are you calling from, Ibrahim? Malinda. Okay. What is your prediction for today's game? Oh, France are the big boys. Spain are the big boys too. You're winning already. Okay. What's your score line? 1-0.
Owen goal. It's just all the way.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. Okay, guys, remember to call us here in the studio. The numbers to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your own prediction. Okay, we are having a lot of prediction. Before we move to the semi-final of the Copa America, we have our comments on our YouTube channels. Emmanuel Okitibi is saying, I still don't know why Koeman is not playing. His uniqueness is missing. True, let me even talk about this. We talked about Koeman small because when they brought him in that final against Argentina, he changed the dynamic of the game from that right side of the attack. He moved the game. He took the ball from Messi and he moved the ball when Kylian Mbappe scored that second goal. So I don't even know why he's not playing. For me, if I'm a coach, I think he's better than Dembele for me. So I don't understand.
Can you play catch me if you can? That's the kind of football he plays, and it's the kind of player you need when you're going on the break.
He's direct.
Against an Argentine side, against any side that is coming to attack you, what you need to play is catch me if you can. You give him the ball, he's outrunning defenders, he's outrunning midfielders, and with his other side, the player coming from the other side, calling Kylian Mbappe, if he's running and Kylian Mbappe is meeting his pace, I'm definitely sure Kylian will be scoring on goals. But now he's not.
Okay, we have another caller. Hello, good morning. Your name and location, please. Okay. What's your contribution? Yeah. Okay. So it's going to penalty. Okay, what's the score like? 1-1, 0-0. 1-1 is okay. Okay, thank you for your contribution. Yeah. So he's saying 1-1 is the prediction. I'm looking at this draw. I want this game to enter penalty. I think penalty it sweets me sometimes.
I totally disagree.
I like penalty game because the tension is everywhere, but I'm not worried. You just sit down and relax and watch these players play these games. Okay, we are still having comments on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are streaming live on YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. That is our handle for YouTube. So we're having a whole lot of comments. Emmanuel Okitibi is saying France 2, Spain 1. So Emmanuel is giving it to Spain. He's giving it to France. Amechi is saying France will win Spain. Okay, Amechi. Welt is saying 1-1. So Welt, I think Welt is saying that he's going to go on penalty. So 1-1. Chime is saying France 1, Spain 1. Welt, Spain will go through. Emmanuel Okitibi is saying how far better than Dembele? He's so unpredictable. Okay, I think he's talking about Koeman.
Yeah.
Koeman, he's saying that he's better than Dembele. Okay, what he's saying, Koeman will come. Okay, Koeman will come in today. I don't think so. He has not even played one single minute throughout this tournament.
He's played. I think he played in the what's it called?
Okay, the third game. Yeah.
Yes, he played in the third game. So he was introduced.
Salvation Martin is saying, I love Kante and Mbappe, but I'm worried that they will be out tonight. Spain will qualify tonight. So
cool.
Everybody is giving their own prediction, but for me, let me give my own prediction. I'm seeing penalty, and Spain will win. Mbappe will miss the penalty, and they will be out.
I don't care if Mbappe scores or misses. I don't care about him. He's not the player to look out for. He's not the France national team. He's the player in the France national team side.
Okay, let's move on to Copa America. Copa America semi-finals is going to be played today by 1 a.m. in the night. So it's Argentina versus Canada. I know everybody will say Argentina will win because clearly Argentina is favorite, but it's a knockout competition. And remember guys, they don't play 30 minutes extra time in Copa America. It's after 90 minutes straight to penalty. So what Canada needs to do is either they score to hold that game to penalty, because penalty is just a game of luck. Okay, guys, John. Who do you think how do you think will happen? Do you think that Argentina will just run through that game and win that game?
When you say, for example, that a team is coming into a game with the mentality of hold the opponents and then hope for penalty. Penalty is not a sure win. There's no surefire way of winning in penalties.
You are not sure that you're going to win 90 minutes
against Argentina. Greater chances going into penalties, because somebody can just, miss theirs, and then you that was banking your whole 90 minutes on penalties, you're out.
John, have you seen the Canadian national team?
Forget about the Canadian national team right now. We're talking about something. So for me, I think the fact that they are hoping for a penalty thing
I'm not saying
is
they are
a
hoping.
no for
I'm
me.
just saying that
They need to-
it's possible
You know,
for them.
you know,
The mentality
this-
should be attacking the game, looking to get something out of the game. There's nothing wrong with being conservative when you are playing a game. There's nothing wrong with being conservative, but then you also need to risk something. If you don't risk anything, you lose out.
Okay, guys, before we continue with this Argentina game, we have a whole lot of comments on our Facebook account. Our Facebook handle is vote 1043 FM. You can go there. We asked a question. You give us a prediction for today's game. Go there. We'll read your comments live here in the studio. Okay, Master is saying good morning. Good morning, guys. Spain 1, France 2. Giver Gordon is saying I'm giving it to Spain. Okay, C is saying good morning, guys. I still feel France will still use their sufficient grace to scare people. I think they have been winning with grace.
I think they are going to run out.
They are Abi.
Maybe
Okay,
in
They're
the
going to
the
final.
run
match
out.
will be decided in 90 minutes, no extra time. So this guy is testing from is testing from Igbo Ekiti. Thank you for your comment. He said that France are using grace to somehow qualify. So that grace might run out. Okay, Ali Chukwu is saying good morning, person in the studio. France will make things right. I'm not God, but it comes in my mind. Chukwu the testing from Oka. Chukwu the thank you for your contribution. Okay, guys, we have a lot of comments on our Facebook. Please go there and drop your comments. Our handle is vote 1043 FM. That's our handle on Facebook. We are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Drop your comment, join us live, drop your comment and see. We're going to be reading here live in the studio. Okay, guys, back to the Argentina game, John. You are saying they should create chance and win. Canada, I don't think Canada can have what it takes to beat Argentina. Argentina is number 1 in the whole world for now.
Granted, but Saudi Arabia did something in the World Cup. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Thank you for
Yeah,
going there.
you know, so let's not, there's no impregnable or invincible team anywhere. The last one was just executed last season. Okay, so there's no invincible team anywhere. What you can do is play smart. Okay, when you're fighting a team or an army that is bigger than you, you have to play towards your strength and you have to find a way to expose their weaknesses. So you need to come out of the gates giving them something to think about, and then once you get an early goal, you lock up shop.
Joe, what do you think? Do you think they have all it takes Canada now to beat this Argentina? For me, I don't think it's possible because even though Messi have not really been fit throughout this tournament, but everybody is saying, okay, before we go on, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. I don't think we are underrating anybody. We are just saying based on paper. For example, if you say Rangers versus Real Madrid, nobody will come out and say Rangers is every day.
No, there are two Rangers.
But
Which
that's
is
the
I'm
thing.
Rangers
now.
International.
Rangers. Versus who?
Versus Real Madrid.
Just like
And
2010, Eimba versus Inter Milan. You don't expect a result from Eimba. Just go there and
that's what we are saying.
go there and take
Nobody is
pictures.
underrating anything. Football is football. We
And
understand that.
I get what you're saying, but all I'm saying is it's impossible until somebody does it, and then everybody is like, oh, so it was possible. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, that they do not need to play beautiful football, they need to play smart football. There's a philosophy in football that is called, not in football now, it was in American baseball, that is called Moneyball. Okay,
Moneyball.
Moneyball, which means you don't look at the big names, you don't look at big signings, you look out for people statistically that can bring certain elements to the activity on the pitch that gives you the result you are looking for. So in baseball, they have what they call a walk, they have what they call a run, and then
John,
you
come
bring
out. John, come
people
out,
in
please.
that can do those things for you.
Come out from that
So
baseball.
I'm saying now, in football now, you do not need big names, okay? In all you need now, look at the formation they are playing. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, and then they have an Alfonso Davies and they have a Jonathan David in the side. They have people who know how to supply the striker, and they have a striker in that side that can score the goal. So if all it's going to take is for you to play money ball in this match by servicing the striker, whether it's through long ball, Spain like to pass, they like to move the ball around, they like to attack, they like to press. You can soak up that pressure and release a long ball to your striker.
John, you think that Canada has what it takes to absorb pressure from Argentina?
Have you seen them in this tournament?
Yeah,
the midfielders dropped deep to in short, they are always playing a 6-man defense line, but people don't notice the 6-man defense line, where the two defensive midfielders are center backs. The wing backs are there in their positions, standing there firmly. People don't really notice it. Then in the middle of the park, you have 6 and 4, no striker. When they are defending, when they are attacking, you have 3 and 7. So 3 defenders are in the back, while 7 players are attacking. But when they are defending, we have 6 players at the back and 4 in midfield. So I think they can absorb the pressure well and hit Argentina at the break. But have you seen this guy somebody that they call Alejandro Garnacho?
Please,
So
Alejandro Garnacho is a one-trick horse now. You dribble the ball, you do step over, you
and
cross, finish.
And you pass, or you
and you
take
cross,
a shot.
finish.
Now, have you seen the guy they call Lionel Messi? Have you seen the guy they call Enzo Fernandez? I could
Please,
go with a long
what
list.
has Enzo Fernandez
I could go with
achieved
a
at
long
Chelsea
list.
this
I
season?
could go. Calm down now.
What has Enzo Fernandez achieved in England? Like if we were to call a Lautaro Martinez, yes, we could be.
I'm
we
still
could be having a
getting there now.
conversation.
You said something about the Canadian side.
Don't even put Enzo into that conversation if you
Have you
ask me.
seen what's it called? This guy that plays for Liverpool, McAllister,
What was his stats last season?
Moreno.
Last season, what was his stats?
Their stats are there to speak for themselves. I'm not here to give you the stats of the Premier League.
I'm telling you that.
So these are players
these are just fringe big part players, fringe players that are united in a squad with Lionel Messi.
Moreno, Romero, the defender for Tottenham Hotspur, Moreno, they are all big part players. And if you say Romero and Moreno are big part players, then you want me to believe that Saliba is a world-class player and not a big part player. No. If you can play Saliba ahead of these 2 players I just mentioned, then I believe
put their stats side by side and we'll look at it.
I believe. See, if you can play a Saliba ahead of Romero
and we'll look at it.
A Romero or a Moreno in Spanish La Liga, then I believe you don't know what you're talking about. But I think the Argentine side are just a top club, a top country. They've got all the stars they need. They've got all the players they need. It's not all about Lionel Messi this time around. It's about the players on the pitch. Many of these players don't play for big clubs.
Okay, guys, before we go on a short break, let's see one more comment on our YouTube channel where they say, John, France grace can never run out. God is with them.
I will drink your premium tears, don't worry.
Okay, guys, we are going to go on a quick short break now. When we come back, we'll be right back. We'll talk about transfers because we're having a whole lot of news coming through transfer. Manchester United and Chelsea. We'll be right back shortly.
Stay plugged into the flow. Follow Volt FM on Facebook at Volt 104.3 FM. Let's vibe together.
Now this thing, forget this frequency. It's clear now.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. We are going to be talking transfers, but remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. At Volt FM Sports, you can join us, drop your comments. We'll be reading here live in the studio. Okay, let's talk about transfers. Manchester United have made more bid for the Everton defender. They have played 40 million naira plus 5 million extra.
45 million
pounds. 45 million naira plus extra bonus of 5 million. But Everton is saying that it's still below their valuation. So do you think that this player, this Braithwaite, is worth more than 50 million pounds?
I think he's a player that an average club in England would get for 25 million.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but because this is
Keep
Manchester
dreaming.
United, and because Manchester United have a history in the Premier League of taking the prime players from these young clubs at a premium, they have to now follow that trend. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why you don't want to set negative precedents in football or in business, because once you set that precedent, you have to keep maintaining that precedent, and that is why they are holding out for more. And
They have done that
secondly,
already.
and that's what I'm saying. Now they've set the precedent, and other clubs are holding them to that precedent. Okay, and
That was under the
secondly,
Glazers when Glazers were handling
the
football issues.
Glazers
Not
are
now.
still in Manchester United. Anyway,
They are not the one handling recruitment. It was when
forget
Glazers
about
and Woodward.
recruitment. Forget about
It was when
recruitment.
Glazers and the
I understand
Woodward
what you're saying.
was handling recruitment. That was when all of this was happening. Now they have new recruitment
I
officers
understand
and
what
all
you're
of that.
saying. I understand what you're saying, but let's not forget, you know, the way we go about these things, the way we talk about the Ineos group, let's not forget that they are less than 20% minority holders of Manchester United. The Glazers still own the whole thing outright. They operate the commercial side, and they bring in this Ineos side to operate the sporting side. Now, despite all that, despite the investment that they are going to be making in Manchester United, they still haven't got their acts together in terms of backroom staff. And if you look at the couple of deals they've made, they are yet to make deals. But if you look at the last few deals Manchester United made before Ineos came on board, they still followed that trend. Okay, and now this guy they are looking to sign is a very good talent. Don't get me wrong about him. He has a couple of years left on his contract. Okay, so if he's valued at 30-40 million, because of the length of contract, you have to expect that you should be able to get him within the range of 70 million. Okay, that's the
You see
range
the
and
area they look
valuation that they are putting on him. Now it's now up to Manchester United. You want 70 million, let's work it out this way. Take a 40 million upfront payment, a 30 million over 3 years. Chelsea did it. Chelsea bought 8 of the best talents in Europe by paying them bid back deals over 5, 6, 7 years. Okay, that's how they were not caught up in the PSR rule, because you buy a player of 100 million, you agree to pay 30 down and then 70 over 5 years. And clubs in Europe are looking at it because that's recurring income for them. So Manchester United need to re-look at how they are going to structure
No matter
this
how
deal.
you put it, he's not worth the 50 million they priced him to be.
He's an
And-
English player.
He's an English
Exactly,
player.
that's what I'm saying. He's not
He's
worth
pretty
it.
young. Manchester United are going to see. We love to talk about money, looking at the monetary value, okay? But we do not also talk about talent, looking at the talent value. At this current point in time, age 22, in 8 years' time,
I
you
agree.
can still command 80 million
I
for him
agree.
in 8 years' time or more.
I agree.
So
I agree
looking
with
at
that.
it in that perspective, you
can
can't
actually
pay
sell
that
him.
amount of money.
I agree with John on that. particular point.
What if you wait 8 years? Keep waiting the 8 years.
No, I'm
It's not about waiting
Because
8 years.
it's like
Let's
buying
not
a land.
forget.
8 years.
Let's
No,
not
no, I'm
forget
just
that in
saying,
that
keep
8
waiting
years,
the 8 years.
he's playing, he's winning new titles, he's winning new championships, because we all know that, you know, to win a
See,
championship,
I
you
don't
need to
want
have
to,
a
I don't want to
solid
comment on this
defense.
guy. On to the next one, because I don't want to comment on this guy now. I said on to the next one because John is ranting about his value and all of that. Now, see, where I have a problem now is he's coming from an Everton side that has bullied Man United to overpay for players like Lukaku and others and Fellaini. Now they've bullied Man United.
United fan.
They've bullied Man United at some point to overpay for these players. Now you want to repeat the same thing, and now another team, it's just like a company owned by, let's say, I don't know who to mention now, says it's owned by this person, Mr. A. Now Mr. A sells this particular, it's a company, the group of companies. Now he sells these particular shares of this particular angle of the company to Mr. B. Do you expect Mr. B now to start handling business like Mr. A handled it before? No, you expect him to do something different so that sector or that portion of that company would grow specifically to help the other part of the company.
And here's
So
what I'm saying. Here's what I'm
he's
saying.
overpaid.
eh?
These
Here's what
people
I'm
will not
saying.
pay for him.
Water sold at the roadside is way cheaper than water sold in the desert. Why? Because the circumstances are different. Manchester United have a need for a CM, and of course, if you're in business to make money, for crying out loud, how much is that money going to be? They are taking advantage of a situation, but nobody bullies anybody into any deal. Clubs go into deals and they get what they want out of the deals, and they make sense of it.
Okay,
Period.
there are rumors coming from Manchester United. I don't know sure how it is, that Chilwell.
You call it a rumor. It's just a rumor. It's just something
Chilwell,
not
they are
true.
interested in buying Chilwell.
This is why I have problems with the Manchester United setup. You are talking about players you want to sign. You are mentioning Chilwell. Sometimes I hear these names and I cringe and I think, are these people going forward or backwards? You know, how can you be linked with Chilwell for crying out loud?
Okay, the main one. Another news coming from is Greenwood is back at Manchester United.
Definitely.
They're having talks, but now Marseille is in talks to buy him because everybody we know that I don't think he's going to stay with Manchester United until everything calms down because I think the whole situation is still up.
Sure.
So, but Marseille is coming in to get him on loan, and they have an option to buy him. Do you think it's the right move now for him to go to Marseille? Marseille is a big club in France. So, John, do you think
How big?
It's still a big club?
Let's not go there, please.
Do you think he should go back to Spain?
Let's not go there,
Do
please.
you think he's a top talent? Do you think he should go back to Spain, or probably he should just go to Marseille and play football?
For me, if you ask me, the message from the Manchester United management team is clear. You are going, okay? So it's not an issue of if he's going. It's an issue of where he's going. Okay, so for me, this morning, waking up, we're hearing rumors of Juventus trying to move around players to bring him in. If it's going to be Italy or the La Liga or Serie A, then fine. But for me, going to Marseille, I do not see that being a good move because you are going to a Marseille side that is trying to break into the top two in the Ligue 1. Okay, Paris Saint-Germain are there. They are heavily funded, heavily backed. You know, though we saw Lille with a little funding breaking and win the title a couple of seasons back. So he can go there and play good football, but I think he should remain in Spain.
John, news in Man United is that Ten Hag wants to see him play for Man United. I don't know the news.
Disagree.
I don't know the news you are seeing. I don't know where you are seeing that news. Maybe you are seeing the news from the Man City end of the side or of the blue side of the city. But I'm telling you, news from Man United or from the red side of the city is that Ten Hag wants to see him play as his striker, perhaps, or as his right wing forward, and which he is good at. But you need to evaluate the situation, discuss with the board and the rest of the team, the teammates, and definitely, if you've seen the way the teammates talk to him, they want him back in the side. So I don't know where you're seeing this. If the Glazers family or the female side of Man United fan base or wants him gone, then that's not the problem. They are not the ones to look out for. We are talking about a team that needs a proper right wing forward, and Man United are not willing to cough out 100 million for a right wing forward anymore. Now we're talking about the likes of coughing out 50, 60 million for a defender. I keep asking myself, if you're going to cough out 50, 60 million for a defender, which means you'll be coughing out a whole lot more
For an
attacker. You understand? And that is where I don't want Man United to mix.
But that's you personally now.
I'm just telling you news.
That's just you
I'm
personally
telling you news
now.
in Manchester.
Let's
says
not forget.
they don't
Let's
want...
not forget. Let's put things in perspective. There was an issue with the fan base, and there's also an issue with regards to the club and their standing in the media. This is just a clean break that both parties are looking out for, and I believe that he will be moving.
Okay. Another news is Amrabat. They have not actually decided if they are going to sign him on permanent or if he's going back to Fiorentina. Is still waiting for them to make a decision on him. But do you think he's a player that they need in Manchester United, or they should move on to a probably younger player now?
Come on now. Casemiro is 33. He's at some point now, after next season, he will be leaving for the Saudi leagues or back to Brazil. You need someone younger. Now, him coming in will give competition for Ugarte also, because a bid has been sent to PSG for Manuel Ugarte. So I think there's going to be a proper shift in midfield where you have competition. It's not about your starting 11, it's about who you have on the bench that could come in and change the game for you. And Amrabat is just that kind of player. You saw him in the FA Cup finals where he had to come in as the starting 11, and he started that game on the best foot that he has ever played for Man United. At some point, he was playing from the left wing position, or perhaps from the left back position. In that game, he was played as a midfielder, and he performed well as a midfielder, covering all the lapses of other midfielders. So I think he's a perfect player to bring in the mix and perhaps get Man United to where they need to be.
Okay, guys, you can call us on the number to join the conversation with us in the studio. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us what you think who you think your club should sign. Okay, John, we're talking about this particular midfield. Do you think that he should go to Manchester United, stay in Manchester United, or I think he's pushing for him to stay? but Manchester United are still considering. I don't know why it's taking them a very long time to make decisions
It's
on
not
players.
For me, if we live in an ideal society, he should be staying. True. If we live in an ideal society, we should be staying. But we live in a society where image and a couple of other things are more important than talent. And that's why I say he's not going to be staying back. He's going to be moved on. You know, Manchester United soiled the only... Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. You want name and location, please?
I'm Franco Bichku.
Franco Bichu, where are you calling from?
New, the new signing of Chelsea.
The new signing of Chelsea, we are getting that they are about to sign a left back, a young left back from Basel. Hello?
Have they signed?
They are going to they are about to sign him. They have not completed the deal, but they are on their way to sign him.
Okay,
All right.
you're welcome.
Thank you. So, John, we are saying about
Yeah, for me, I was saying that we live Manchester United soiled the only opportunity they had to keep him when, after having this case being heard in court, they went and set up a panel, set up a committee. They were now looking into the matter, looking into resolving this matter. And at the point of, you know, the court now throwing the case out for it lacking substance, they were still doing their own investigation. And the point they found out that there were more details or whatever, that delay led to fans,
Okay.
you know, protesting this movement.
Okay,
So
let's talk about
for me, I
Chelsea.
don't think he's going to stay.
Let's talk about Chelsea. They are about to sign a young left back, Viaga Renato. He's a left back because if you look at Chelsea's left back, they have two. I don't understand. They sold a player that played a Champions League final to Everton. Now they have two senior players, even though one is injury prone. That is Chilwell. They have a Cucurella that is playing for the Spanish 11. Now they are still buying another young player. Are they buying this boy for the future, or they are just buying? I don't even understand what Chelsea is buying. I don't think they need a left back if they are selling the one they have. No, so now they are buying another player, 19-year-old left back from Basel.
Renato Viega, good player if you've seen him play.
I
But
know he's a good player, but
the same thing
competition
with
there.
Kelly Omari. Kellison. Omari Kellison is a good player if you've seen him play for Aston Villa. These are good players. Now, what are they coming to Chelsea to do? Are they coming to stay on the bench
On the bench, of course.
and look at when Cucurella and Chilwell will go on another injury spree? Because I know Viega can play in midfield. He can play in defensive midfield as well because you've seen him play for Basel. He is a player that is fluid. He has this Zinchenko flair. If you've noticed, he drives into midfield, stays in the midfield position, and allows the midfielders to attack while he stays there. Then when they lose the ball, he's running back to the left back position and allowing the midfielders come to their spaces and cover that gap. But if Chelsea say he's the player they want, fine. But he's not coming into the Chelsea's fold now to start in the 11 unless Cucurella is on his way out. Maybe. And with rumors we are hearing that Man United are going for Chilwell, which we know is not true. Chilwell is on his way out as well. He might be leaving for a Spanish side or perhaps an Italian side.
That's an interesting story again. Reports are saying that they have actually reached an agreement in principle for Atlanta United as in the USA for Caleb Willie. He's another left back for a 7-year deal. So why are they? I think if they are going to loan this guy back, though, they are going to loan him to France with that their what's the club there in that their club in France. They are going to buy another left back from Atlanta United in US. I don't know. They are buying another left back. They are going to loan him back. So why are they buying?
For me,
This left back? What did they buy?
For me, I just think that whoever is in that recruitment team is playing.
I think they are doing business.
Playing FIFA 2024.
They just buy and try and make if this guy plays to themselves.
If you look at the market, if you look at the way the market is structured recently, there are no left backs in the market anymore.
So why Chelsea buy all the left backs?
So they know that in the future, I buy left back for 60 million.
When they are on relegation or where?
When in the future, when I'm about to offload, I know I'm getting a price of 70M. You get. I bought somebody of 10.
I think it's business.
Now, Omari Kellison, 19 million. I'm sure that in the next 5 years, you want to ship out Kelly Omari, you're getting him for 90 million because there are no proper left backs in the game anymore. No left-footed players want to go to defense. Everybody wants to be an attacker. Everybody wants to fill the boots of Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Pele, Maradona, and the rest. Nobody wants to play defense anymore. So if you're not playing a center half defender, you're playing the left back, and it's going to be a problem in the future because these players are retiring and there are no players to replace them. So I think that's where Chelsea is bidding for now. In the next 5
So
years, we are
they
making
are
money
just doing
off these
business.
players. So it's just business for them.
Okay, finally with Arsenal. Arsenal is trying to buy this Wolves goalkeeper. He's a 30-year-old Dan Bentley. They are looking at probably Ramsdale is going to leave, because I don't think Ramsdale is going to stay there back to back year in year out without playing, because Raya is going to be the first goalkeeper for Arsenal. So probably he's looking for a move, but they are trying to buy this guy from Wolves. You think he's a good move? He's 30 years old. He will not play, but at least he will come and sit on the bench and watch others play.
And it's going to be, what's his name now? Another Carlson, right?
Yeah, Carlson.
It's as if Arsenal will be winning trophies.
Come on.
That's it. No, Carson is sitting on the bench, enjoying his salary and winning trophies as well. He has many trophies in him. If Arsenal are winning trophies, then yes. And let's not forget, the Wolverhampton Wanderers have sold their player, their key player, Max Kilman. He's on his way to West Ham United. And I have a problem. We'll discuss this tomorrow on the show. Godwin, why is it that Man City are allowed to buy players from their partner? You know, City Group is also in charge of Girona, and they can buy players from Girona, but Man United Ineos team is not allowed to take players from their own club. Talking about Nice, talking about Tobido. I want to talk about that tomorrow, and I want to know why, or what's the clause that affects these two clubs.
We'll find out tomorrow. But this 30-year-old goalkeeper, I think they are doing it because he is an English player, to make up, because if Ramsdale leaves,
Sure.
you need
Make
to
up the
actually
list.
make up
Yes.
list for the English players in your club. Okay, guys. Nonso is saying that probably Arsenal might not be winning trophy, but I think Arsenal will going to win trophy
They
because
need
they
to
have been,
sign a striker.
yeah, they need to sign a striker. They have been improving throughout this year. And there is Euros 2024 semi-finals today, 8 p.m. is Spain versus France. It's attack versus defense. Let's hope that we're going to get a lovely match, because most of the games in these Euros have been very, very boring. So let's go have an entertaining game tonight. There's another semi-final tonight. And remember too, by 1 a.m. in the night, Argentina plays Canada in the semi-final of the Copa America. This is where we're going to be ending the show. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Thank you for your comments on Facebook. We will see you guys tomorrow. My name is Godwin, and up next is news at 9. Follow after that is High Voltage. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.